Alright, we got top 10 most anticipated anime for spring 2024.
Gone a month or so into 2024. So far, things are shaping up to be just as good as I expected. We've got some surprises here and there, and we have a lot of anticipated titles getting the amount of hype that I've anticipated. But it's never too early to start looking forward to the spring season.
Yeah, I saw something on Instagram that Solo Leveling only end up with 12 episodes instead of 24. That's some bullshit, bro.
With The Fable. Now, that's a title that doesn't exactly match expectations at first glance, to be honest. After
I'm
all,
pretty sure I saw this
Fable
manga
here
somewhere.
refers to our protagonist, a hitman
100%
so good
I
at
saw
his
it.
job that his boss
But he got like
offers him
400
suggestion,
chapters.
Take a break from the killing and return to a life as an ordinary citizen. Accompanying him is a woman who'll act as his driver and pretend sibling, and consequences await them should there be a single kill during this vacation from the underworld. The Fable's premise isn't exactly new. In fact, I can see some parallels to something like Way of the House Husband, where the dark and dangerous intersect with the mundane, causing comedy to ensue. The main duo and the way they deal with their newfound life ought to bring in more than a few laughs. All the while, there's a healthy amount of intense and dramatic moments to keep the stakes high for what it's worth. It's a pretty good watch for those looking for a relaxing time.
Relaxing time. Let's see what's relaxing about
At
this.
number 9, here's Windbreaker.
I saw this manga as well. I didn't finish it though, but I did watch it.
Delinquent stories have had a bit of a resurgence as of late, and they've got different ways of depicting their titular characters. It's not too rare that we see them depict the normally notorious delinquents as people who can be jerks, but have a pure heart underneath all that tough
You look
exterior.
way bigger than
Windbreaker,
he is
though,
in the manga
the
here,
protagonist
though.
who goes against the
You look
grain,
more badass
innocence,
as well.
Justice, honor, protecting the town. Well,
I mean, he
none of that
was
matters to
kind of.
Haruka, who only has one goal in mind: to
Be the
become
strongest.
and fight his way to the top.
Yep.
If there's one thing that Windbreaker does really well as a manga, it's in how it presents its fights. They're cool in manga format, and they get a boost from some of the character backstories that surprisingly go really hard in the dramatic sense. Characters and the action do most of the heavy lifting for this
I wonder if
series,
it's
but it
actually
really
like
is
this in
something that
Japan,
fits
like in
in
real
well
life.
with the
Like,
crop
is
of
there actually
stylish
gang,
shonen stories that are becoming popular
school
these
gangs
days.
just
This
fighting
will be
each
a
other
glory
like
to see
this?
in animated format. Next in line is the third season
There's gotta be
of
some truth into it, that's
Reincarnated
for
as a
sure.
Slime. It's been a while, hasn't it? The last time we had a reincarnated as a slime season was 2021. Absence does make the heart
That
grow
was that
fonder, as they
long
say.
ago?
I'm really glad that we're finally
Man, I
seeing
need to
Rimuru
step
begin
up, bro.
again.
God
It's the third
damn.
season of an ongoing franchise. There's not much I can
But
say.
years are
Not very
passing, bro. I need to step up. I ain't gonna
spoilerish as we
care,
go
bro.
deeper into Rimuru's journey from lowly slime to a powerful demon lord.
Thank you,
Slime
buddy. I
has
need to
always
do
been pretty good
something.
at covering the source material volumes, though, so I'm expecting a well-paced adaptation for this third season as usual. I think I can let loose a tidbit to hype you and tell you to look forward to Rimuru versus Hinata. Otherwise, expect the usual from a slime season. We're talking cool visuals, some nice fights here and there, and the
Yup.
usual political and nation-building goodness people have come to love the series for.
Damn.
Number 7 on the list is Spice and Wolf.
I saw this one too. I think it's a remaster. I think there's an anime about this already. If I'm not mistaken.
The newest show to join the remake treatment is.
I mean, I didn't see it,
Spice
but I
and
saw a
Wolf.
couple
Now, that's
episodes.
something that I didn't
It's not
see
really my
coming.
type
I've
of
always
thing
known
to watch.
Spice and
Slice
Wolf
of
to be a good
life,
show that had a
romance.
modest
Yeah.
following even in the modern
Yeah, I
era,
find
but
that
it
shit
never really
boring.
struck me as an anime that
But
needs a
that's me,
remake.
though.
Consider this a pleasant surprise, though, as newer fans can get to experience the magic of the economics anime as new episodes come out every week. The focus on trading, economics, and character chemistry gave fans a fruitful and unique experience back then. The dynamic between Holo and Lawrence was something to look out for, and I fully expect this new version to maintain a lot of the charms that made the original so successful.
If I remember well,
both in
she's
its
a
main
child.
demographic. While the heavy emphasis on dialogue and the comparatively mundane
Oh, yeah,
may
that's
cause
the
people to
remaster of
brush
this.
Spice and Wolf as a show that's not easy to get into, I mean, I'd say the opposite. It's something that I can readily recommend to any fan just because it's not something you see every day in the world of anime.
わっちは主と旅がしたいダメかや
いいだろう。
いいだろ
これは何かの縁だ。
いいだろいいだろ
But hey, are you aware that whenever you watch anime on the
Idaro.
internet or even just connect to a public Wi-Fi, there's a possibility that
Yeah,
someone's
pay your
tracking
bills,
you
bro.
and steal your information. Well, you won't have to worry about your video. Mission Yozakura Family is next in line at
Huh?
number
What
6.
the hell is
また
this?
人参残したら
Mission
許さないか
Yokosuka
ら
family.
よろしい
Eminence and Shadow.
The frenzy has begun.
Social interaction has been a struggle for Taiyo Asano. It's been this way ever since his family died in a car crash. The good thing for him though is that he's got one more leash, one last crutch to his social life. His childhood friend by the name of Mutsumi Yozakura. Unfortunately, little did he know that Mutsumi actually belongs to the strongest family of spies and continued interaction with her puts him in the crosshairs of her overprotective brother. Thus, the challenge is made. Taiyo decides to put an end to the charade once and for all and marry Mutsumi, officially becoming a member of the family and throwing himself headfirst into the world of spies. Yozakura does delve a bit harder into the shonen-style superpowers compared to a familiar contemporary that we can draw parallels from.
Look like a goofy one in a little
It's
bit.
pretty engaging the more you ease into knowing
Probably
the
a goofy
Spy
anime as
family
well.
and learn more about them and their secrets. If you want something that's quite light-hearted and funny yet action-packed, then this could be something to look out for.
Seems pretty cool. Why not?
At number 5, we have Konosuba's third season.
Again.
父さん、母さん、意外と早く孫の顔を見せることができるかもしれない。
And we finally get back to the main Konosuba series. The Megumin spin-off was nice and enjoyable for me, but I'm not gonna lie, I miss Kazuma and the rest of the gang already, as I feel what makes Konosuba so good is the overall dynamic of our insane band
it's just
of
the
degenerates.
goofy,
We work
the
so
goofy
well
things,
together,
just
and
funny.
things don't have the same magic touch without the complete gang together. Well, we don't have to wait too long to see our favourite misfits back as a group. Expect the usual crass humour, exaggerated reactions and non-stop insanity. Mark your calendars, April 2024 is just a couple of months away.
I thought the same dude had the power to steal panties or some shit, bro.
We have a very promising upstart at number 4, Kaiju number 8.
Yep. It's a good anime. I mean, it's gonna be a good anime because I saw the manga. It was pretty good.
In the war against Kaiju, there are two kinds of people. Those who take to the front lines and engage the enemy, and those who hang back and get relegated to clean up duty when things are done. Unfortunately for our protagonist Kafka, he happens to fall into the latter, a status he's less than proud of and hopes to escape. Things take a turn for him after an encounter with a parasitic Kaiju, and he soon finds himself treading the line between human and Kaiju. With his newfound powers, he decides to finally
I
take
can't wait
charge
to
of his
watch
life
it,
and
bro.
live
You
his
see,
dream of battling
because I didn't finish the manga,
monsters
bro. I saw it, but I read it a little bit, but I didn't finish it. But I know it's gonna be cool as fuck.
Versus humans tropes in shonen. Out with the teen heroes, and in comes a middle-aged man. There's also the game of cat and mouse with Kafka hiding his true nature from the rest of the allies, a handicap out of necessity. That's sure to be an interesting spin and a major talking point moving forward. Kaiju number 8 looks to be a very promising addition to the shonen library, and it's a great chance to kick the season off for any anime fan.
Could have done a better job with the animation, but
The top 3
when the fuck are we getting
anticipated
fucking
with
One Punch
matching
Man again,
symbols
bro?
like
It's
My
been
Hero
5 years. Whoa.
から始まるよ、
Yoichi.
My Hero Academia has officially reached the 7-season mark, almost a decade of running, and it's already taken us through a whole load of ups and downs and told countless
Damn,
stories
they
of
could not even
challenges,
smile
heartbreak,
anymore, but what the fuck?
triumph,
Whoa.
and despair. Its longevity,
What the fuck
going
happened?
to an ever-expanding world arc and a large cast of characters with their own stories to tell has
Bro, I'm
always
sorry, I stopped
amazed
watching
me.
it,
With
bro.
the manga
It got
having made
boring
some
to me,
headways
bro.
into its climax, I have to wonder how many more seasons we'll have before that grand finale. Either way,
The fuck is
whoever
this?
loved My Hero Academia for the past 6
What the hell
seasons,
happened
be
this
sure
whole-
to get
whoa.
more of that with
This
this
whole
7th
time I didn't
season.
watch
Just
it.
as the stakes get higher,
What the hell
things
is
get more
this?
intense in anime form, and it would be really fun to see a lot of the key moments shown with motion and sound. Given the series' track record in adaptation,
All for One is still
pretty excited
alive.
for this one.
Bro, I might need to watch my. But who the fuck is this? All Might's sister, maybe?
The second place on the list is Mushoku Tensei Season 2
Part
2.
2. Damn.
Mushoku Tensei is also coming back after a season that in a way departed from the first season's approach. Overall, the second season was a slower burn, a character study and a more thorough showcase of the world, all while fielded with some excellent art and sound direction. And
I heard a
course,
lot of
in
people
true
saying that it
Mushoku
was
fashion,
just there
you
was
still
too
have the
many
debatably
like
juvenile
perverted
elements
shit.
and some controversy,
They didn't
both of
like
which
it.
have pretty much
I mean,
defined
not
the
everyone,
series
but
in
some
the
people
general
say
anime
that.
sphere. The second season may
Unnecessary,
not have
like,
been everyone's cup
vulgar
of tea due to
sen.
the change in formula, though. However, things are about to pick up in this second part. The first part was just to build things up for the second part, where events that have huge consequences for the
I even
world's
heard you
fate
smashed
will
the elf,
transpire.
bro.
With how well the series has been adapted so far, I do expect to see the same amount of care done in presenting the story. That's why I can't blame fans of the series for being so excited to see this next part of Season 2. To top it all off, at number 1 is Demon Slayer Hashira Training.
Really? It's coming back this spring. Oh, wow, this song is gonna be crazy.
And we're almost at the end game now. It felt like just
Almost,
yesterday when Demon Slayer
bro.
exploded into the scene and pretty
Dude
much
with
took
6
sole
eyes
control
gonna
of
cook a lot
everyone's
of them,
attention
bro.
in the world of anime. I mean, it had such a strong entrance and carried that momentum into a half a
I need
decade
to
of
watch
success. With the Swordsmith village
Demon
arc
Slayer
behind
again,
us,
bro.
we now move on to the final parts of the build-up to the climax. Tanjiro requests the most intense training he's ever had. All the while, Muzan is also on the move, and with the final showdown on the horizon, the excitement is overwhelming. At this
So
point, we
many of
pretty
them
much know
gonna
what to
die,
expect
but it's
out
what
of a
pissed
Demon
me
Slayer
off the
season.
most.
God-tier fight animation,
yeah.
some really insane fight choreography, and a plot that's simple, but that gets the job done. And that brand of excellence is something that people are looking forward to seeing. I'm curious to witness how it will elevate this arc that admittedly works as a transition before the grand finale.
Damn, this was a W video, bro. W video.
Surprised that Demon Slayer finds its way to the top of my chart. That's completely based on my personal observation. But what about you? Have any surprises found their way into my list? Tell me what you think.
Bro, Demon Slayer is definitely number 1. Kaiju. I don't know if that's the name, but you know, the guy who can turn into a monster, the one we saw. That's Tekken. That's pretty much it, bro. I have a bad memory. I might watch this one as well because I like the manga when I read it. But yeah,